Hey there, folks. Mark here from Like Minded Lunatics coming at you with a Monday music matchup. I've got a really fun one that we can do today. So I recently became aware of Fall Out Boy's new cover of We Didn't Start the Fire. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with We Didn't Start the Fire. This is a song that came out, let me make sure I get my days right, in 1989. So I just a young teenager, me, first year teenager, 1989, by Billy Joel. Now, this song is filled with cultural references. That start like, I think around Truman, I think is where it starts, and then works up to Billy Joel. And it was known for like this rapid fire delivery by Billy Joel. Now, I'm going to go ahead and be honest here. I wasn't a huge Billy Joel fan. This is a time period when I was really into like Motley Crue, starting to get into Metallica, and the next like year and a half, Nirvana would come out and the grunge scene would take over. So I wasn't what you'd call a Billy Joel fan. But if you were an American in 1989, you knew this goddamn song. You knew the song. You probably owned the single to it, you know? So it was one of those songs that I enjoyed, but I wasn't a huge Billy Joel fan. But I'm excited to see Fall Out Boy's cover because I understand that they've updated it. So we're going to take a look at these two, compare them, see which one we like better. Now, just before we start, I do want to say this. The video that we're going to watch for Billy Joel is not the actual music video. I'm going to save that for our actual Friday night reaction video because I think that music video deserves some beverages and some fun, and so we're not going to do that in a matchup. But the video that I'm using is a user-made video, a YouTube-made video by a YouTube channel by a guy named Matthew Manley. Now, I just looked at a little bit of this music video, and this thing is fantastic. He has broken down every cultural reference, and they all get an individual slide. So if you could, do me a favor, please. Go over to Matthew Manley's YouTube channel and give him a subscribe, if you would, please, because boy, oh boy, he did a hell of a lot of work on this thing. All right, so let's take a look at Billy Joel's first 1989 We Didn't Start the Fire. All right, so going through this, I'm just, it's coming to my attention, I never knew the words of this song. I knew the words to this song in the same way that I know the words to Pearl Jam songs. I know like one or two words that I anchor point, and then I just annoy people with the way that I sing the lyrics. So like Even Flow. This is how I do Even Flow. Even flow, there's a fire full of light. That's how I do Even Flow, and I'm now remembering that is also how I do We Didn't Light the Fire. Da, da, ba, 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 da, da, Marilyn Monroe. Da, na, 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 na. I had no idea what the words are to this. All right, let's go to Fall Out Boy. Let's see if maybe, hopefully, I know their lyrics are updated. Because, I mean, even though I was around for some of this, obviously this is like 1953. That even outdates me. So let's see if Fall Out Boy's a little bit more current. I like how they announce it. This is going to be a cover of the Billy Joel song. Poison did something similar in their, what video was that? Was it Unskinny Bop? In the front of the stage, I'd never noticed it before. You can go watch my reaction to that over here. It's fun. The front of the stage, somebody had painted rock and roll real big in case anyone forgot what it was. We get it. It's a cover. Noticing they're not in chronological order, are they? That kind of annoys me. They couldn't be bothered to put this shit in chronological order. I don't know, maybe that's the teacher in me. I just want to see some type of arrangement rather than just a potpourri of references. At least Billy took the time to go, you know what? I'm going to put all this crap that is just, floating miasma. I'm going to put it in order. Fall Out Boy, you couldn't be bothered?
Harry Potter, Twilight, Michael Jackson dies, nuclear accident, Fukushima, Japan, Crimea Peninsula, Cambridge Analytica, Kim Jong-un, Robert Downey Jr., Iron Man. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start the fire. No, we didn't light it, but we're trying to fight it. More war in Afghanistan.
I mean, I gotta say, I'm kind of liking their version, and here's the thing. In the interest of full transparency, I know who Fall Out Boy is, obviously, but the only reason I know who Fall Out Boy is because of their cover of Boys in the Hood by Eazy-E. Pause!
Yeah.
Pause!
We'll
Pause!
go quick
Pause!
at-
All right, before you bash the shit out of me while I'm editing this, I just now realized, hey, Mark, that cover of Boys in the Hood, not by Fall Out Boy, that was by Dynamite Hack. So I did a little bit of Googling. I don't know who Fall Out Boy is. I know the name of the band. I don't know any one of their songs. I think I've heard the Dance Dance song before. Didn't care for it. And now I'm just realizing I know who this band is as far as the name is concerned. Didn't know their songs at all. So before you bash the shit out of me, yes, the cover of Boys in the Hood was by Dynamite Hack, not Fall Out Boy. So please don't inundate the comments with that nonsense. All right, back to the matchup. About noon. That's the only reason I know about them. Not that I dislike them, but I feel like this was a time period when rock and roll was kind of moving away from instrumentation with voices. You know, I've talked about that on the channel quite a bit. And this was a time period where, you know, things were kind of moving away from old school stuff like, oh, here's the guitar solo. And I was kind of falling away from music. So I don't know. We'll see. Let's go back over here to Billy.
Joseph Stalin, Alan Cobb, Nasser and Prokofiev, Rockefeller, Campanella, Communist Bloc, Roy Cohn, one for on, Toscanini, Dacron, Gendon, Blue Falls, rock around the clock. Einstein, James Dean, Brooklyn's got a winning team, Davy Crockett, Peter Pan, Elvis Presley, Disneyland, Bardo, Budapest, Alabama, Khrushchev, Princess Grace, Peyton Place, trouble in the Suez. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start the fire, but we didn't light it, but we tried to fight it.
I'm also confused. Again, this came out in 1989, so I was like 12 going on 13 during that year. So obviously I didn't get a lot of the references. But looking at the lyrics now, I'm unclear what the fire is. Is that just history? It's always been happening since the world has been in existence. We didn't start history, but we tried to fight it. So is fire synonymous with history here? I'm unsure. You know, I don't know that they thought about the lyrics very hard on this.
More war in Afghanistan, Cubs go all the way again. Obama, Spielberg, explosion, Lebanon. Unabomber, Bobby John, bombing Boston Marathon, balloon boy, war on terror, QAnon. Trump gets in
Now, one of the things I'm noticing about Fall Out Boys is that the end of, this is essentially two verses, and your line one and the last line should kind of rhyme, I think is what it is. Or no, I'm sorry, your penultimate and last line should rhyme. Okay, so in the this is way too nerdy into poetics. In the Billy Joel version, the penultimate and the last line of the verse always rhymes. In Fall Out Boy, it doesn't. That annoys the poetry nerd in me. It does in this verse, and I like that. Again, I don't know why they couldn't be bothered to put this shit in chronological order and to make those lines rhyme. Let's go back a little bit, because this one rhymes, and I like it. And the other one, some of the other ones haven't. See, Terra QAnon doesn't rhyme. Maybe it's supposed to rhyme with marathon. Was it an ABA rhyming scheme? Yeah, so the rhyming scheme is weird. The rhyming scheme isn't normal, so it breaks. Damn it, Fall Out Boy. All right, we're about to get to the middle one where they're... so let's go over to Billy Joel and see what he does with the...
Little Rock, Pasternak, Mickey Mantle, Kerouac, Sputnik, Joe and Hybrid, on the River Kwai, Lebanon, Charleston Gold, California baseball stock, weather, homicide, children of the little Buddy Holly, Ben Hur, Space Monkey, Mafia, Hula Hoops, Castro, Ed's a no-go, U2, Sigmund Rhee, Payola and Kennedy, Chubby Checker, Psycho, Belgians and the Congo. We didn't start the fire, it was always burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start the fire, no we didn't light it, but we tried to fight it.
You know, again, this was not a song that I knew the words to. I realized that when we started this. This was a song I used to annoy people. It's a weird tune, isn't it? It's hard to say if it's good. It's catchy. It's very catchy, this song. Seems like it's got a pretty easy chord progression to it. Obviously, Billy is playing it on the piano, but doesn't seem all that difficult. It's hard to say if it's a good song. You know? I don't know. I'm not sure. Let's go over to Fall Out Boy.
Columbine, Sandra Bland, Tammy Rice, ISIS, LeBron James, Shinzo Abe blown away. Meghan Markle, George Floyd, Burj Khalifa, Metroid, Fermi, Paradox, Venus and Serena.
All right, right there. Fermi Paradox should rhyme with Serena, and it does not. God damn it, Fall Out Boy. You couldn't be bothered?
Michael Jordan, 23, YouTube killed MTV.
Did it though? Did YouTube kill MTV? I'm sorry, did YouTube kill MTV? I don't think that's the case. I think MTV fucking killed itself. MTV committed suicide with reality shows. So I'm blame YouTube for a lot of stuff. Killing MTV, not one of those things. That was a self-inflicted wound by those idiots.
SpongeBob, Golden State Killer got caught. Michael Jordan, 45, Woodstock, 99, Keaton, Bad Busby Gore. I can't take it anymore.
Gotta stop there. Not necessarily for the song, but Keaton Batman, only Batman. It's like the Highlander movies. There can be only one. That references both the Highlander and the movie series. And then Woodstock 99, I had a friend who went. I had a chance to go. And like many things I had to turn down, it was because I had to work. And my friend left on the day the fire started. Apparently, he said that he woke up and they had been robbed the entire concert series. People had broken into their tents multiple times. He said he hadn't had a shower. He smelled like shit. And he was like, I'm not doing another day of this garbage. And so he left. And then that's when Limp Bizkit encouraged everyone to break it and burn everything to the ground. my goodness.
Hemingway, Eichmann, stranger in a strange land, Dylan, Berlin, Bay of Pigs invasion, Lawrence of Arabia, British Beatlemania, Ole Miss, John Glenn, Liston Beats, Patterson, Pope Paul, Malcolm X, British politician sex, JFK.
Whoa, British politician sex. I don't remember that lyric.
Paul, Malcolm X, British politician.
What's that reference to? Secretary of State for War John Popham had an affair with some girl, and he lied to Parliament about it in 1963. Ah, John! You cheeky bastard.
Politician sex, JFK, blown away. What else do I have to say?
That was one of the lyrics that I would anchor point. JFK, blown away! What else do I have to say?
Didn't start the fire.
It's always burning since the world's been turning.
We didn't start the fire. No, we didn't light it, but we tried to fight it. But control, Ho Chi Minh, Richard Nixon, back again. Moonshot, Woodstock, Watergate, punk rock, Bacon, Reagan, Palestine, terror on the airline, Ayatollahs in Iran, Russians in Afghanistan, Wheel of Fortune, Sally Ride, heavy metal, suicide.
I'm just now realizing this is my verse. This is my verse. Let's go back.
Richard Nixon, back again. Moonshot, Woodstock, Watergate, punk rock.
Right now, there it is. 77, baby. There we go.
Reagan, Palestine, terror on the airline, Ayatollahs in Iran, Russians in Afghanistan, Wheel of Fortune, Sally Ride, heavy metal, suicide, foreign debts, homeless vets, AIDS, crack, Bernie gets, hypodermics on the shore, China's under martial law, rock and roll, cola wars, I can't take it anymore.
Again, that was the lyric. Rock and roll, cola wars, I can't take it anymore.
Didn't start the fire.
Now I'm just thinking I want a fucking heavy metal version of this. Fall Out Boy, you missed the mark. You should have had a I can't take it anymore.
It was always burning since the world's been turning.
Maybe we can get Aaron Lewis to do it. That sounds like a song that he should be able to do. He's not doing anything else of quality, is he?
We didn't start the fire, but when we are gone, it will still burn on and on and on and on and on and on. We didn't start the fire.
They missed an opportunity here to just fade out on the on and on and on. Didn't they? They should have faded on that.
Kaepernick, Texas failed electric grid.
Texas failed electric grid. It did. It's still failing because of the heat. You'd think we could get it together, but we cannot. We cannot. You know what we'd rather do? We'd rather burn up and freeze to death than admit that our shoddy piece of shit grid should have some type of oversight. That's how stupid we are here in Texas. We're like, you know what? This is fine. This is fine. It's going to break down anytime we get a temp swing. We're fine with that.
Jeff Bezos, climate change, white rhino goes extinct. Great Pacific garbage patch, Tom DeLonge and aliens, Mars rover, Avatar, self-driving electric cars, SSRI's Prince and the Queen died, World Trade Center plane. What else do I have to say? We didn't start the fire, we didn't start it, it was always burning.
Well, I kind of like that. We didn't start the fire. We didn't start it now.
To say, we didn't start the fire, we didn't start it, it was always burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start the fire, we didn't start it, but we are gone. It will still go on and on and on.
I'm liking the backup harmony. It's kind of jaunty, isn't it? I think that's the adjective I'd use for it. It's jaunty.
We didn't start the fire, it was always burning since the world's been turning.
Oh shit, it just ends. It just sort of ends. Oh, and then it's got almost like a Hendrix Foxy Lady kind of a feedback vibrato. That was interesting, and they just faded out. You know Billy's not gonna fade out. That was a little little bit of harmonizing and backup here. I'd forgotten about that. I feel like at this point in the song, I'd already checked out as a kid. Like, man, this stupid thing's done. He did fade out. See, I didn't even remember the end of this stupid thing. Oh, boy. Well, you know, typically on the matchups, I try to decide which one I like better or whatever. I don't know if there's a winner in this case. Is there? I don't know. Again, this is a weird song because it's super catchy. It's got that great hook to it. There's that predictable kind of cadence to it. It's got that machine gun. It's got that to it. So it's super duper catchy. But I don't know that I would call it a good song. I don't know. I do appreciate that at least Billy put all his stuff in chronological order, in temporal order. I appreciate that. Whereas Fall Out Boy just was like, you know what? We've got this massive stuff. I'm going to throw it in. And, you know, they could have thrown it into an AI chatbot and said, just put this shit in order. And it's in no order whatsoever. So I don't know if I like that part about Fall Out Boy. And then there was the rhyming scheme thing. Could have been a little bit better. But I didn't get like 3/4 of the references to this. You know, by the time Billy put this out, Billy was like, I think he was almost like 40-something, 50-something. And hell, I was just a teenager, so 3/4 of this song I didn't understand. Now I don't care. So I don't know. Where are you at? Do you have a winner to this? I don't know if I do. Well, usually we come to some kind of decision. I don't know if I'm going to do that today. I'm going to say these are songs. These are two songs that we compared, and I had fun comparing them. I had some coffee, some cold brew. Hopefully you had fun with this. Let me know in the comments what you think, and hey, I'll see you in the outro. Hey folks, thank you for checking this one out. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed filming it. As we go on the outro, let me just say we've got a ton of stuff here at Like Minded Lunatics. I hope you checked out. Also hope you've already subscribed to the channel. We have a television show if you're not aware of it. We air every Friday night at 10 p.m. on Austin Music Television. You can stream the show live, but if you would like to see the entire library of Austin Music Television episodes that we've created, you can always become a patron. All of our patrons get access to that library and also future episodes of our television show. We've also got a merch store with some fun stuff like this. We've got t-shirts and stuff like that you can check out. So I hope you do all that stuff. And if you want me to, I can play you a little bit of We Didn't Start the Fire. There's only a couple of verses that I know well, so I'll just sing the lyrics that I know well, all right? You ready to go? As we go out, here we go. There you go. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care of yourselves. See you soon.